be a strategy that you're familiar with. It's been around for ages, but let's talk about how we can use this with the podcast on Listenwise. So Somebody Wanted But So was made popular by Kylene Beers. But this graphic organizer was actually introduced back in 1991 by, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this name right, McCon, Bewell, and Voigt. And many teachers used it in reading, but it's also really valuable to support listening. So the way I would do this is also through a gradual release of responsibility. I'm going to model it first, and then I'm going to have them do it with their partner or a group, and then I'll have them do it on their own. So the same process, I'm going to, I might play one of the podcasts and show them exactly how I would write inside of this graphic organizer, and then I would let them do it with their partner and then individually. So as you can see in this graphic organizer, I'm going to put my visual thinking into the organizer itself. I want them to see exactly how my process becomes into writing. What's in my brain goes into the writing. So let me show you how this would look using an example from the podcast. This is a really quick one. The Ketchup Thief. So Monica, if you'll play that.
I would love to do that. Okay. So this is another weird news story, which means it's 30 seconds long and means you can play it multiple times and at different speeds in order to make sure you cover everything. So we highlight some vocabulary, but in this case, we're listening for the Somebody Wanted, SW, I've forgotten the acronym. Help me, Valentina.
Somebody Wanted But So.
Somebody Wanted But So. Thank you. Here we go.
Good morning, I'm David Green. An anonymous note was left at a restaurant in New Jersey. Someone confessed to stealing ketchup just for the thrill of it, writing that it felt risky. But the thief wrote that bad luck followed, including a car crash. To repent, the thief brought 2 bottles of ketchup to the restaurant along with the note, which was posted to Facebook. Now, Heinz wants in on the story. The ketchup maker is offering to pay for the damage to the car if, that is, the thief is willing to come forward.
Okay. Now, if I had a multilingual student listening to this, I would definitely have them listen to it multiple times before we filled this out. I would slow it down for them, use some visuals, all the scaffolds that a child might need, and every child is different. So here's an example of what this Somebody Wanted But So Then summary would look like using the Weird News Ketchup Thief podcast. Somebody, a person, wanted. So a person stole ketchup from a restaurant. What did he want? He wanted to steal ketchup from a restaurant, but he felt guilty and had bad luck. So he brought 2 bottles back to the restaurant along with a note. Then Heinz offered to pay for the damages if the thief came forward. Obviously, I'm going to model this for students. I'm going to walk them through each one of these steps. We may even go back to the podcast and listen again to look for what was the so, what happened then. We want them to see where this comes from. And this is a way to synthesize the idea, to pull out the summary of the podcasts that they're hearing.